his way home now. He'll be up.
Nice to see you.
Hello.
This is a nice surprise.
How's it going?
Got back alright, didn't you?
Yeah,
Got your stuff up and everything.
yeah, it's lovely.
Mog's been staying with Mika for the last week.
Yeah, well, I know.
Yeah,
Last weekend,
been
wasn't
squatting.
he? Been spoiling him, have you?
Yeah, been spoiling him, and I've been squatting at his, so it's only right.
I had to make myself I had to make myself a
Hello.
what the fuck is that?
Right, I'm not sure this is just an experiment. I'm late leaving the office, so I'm not sure what this sounds like. I've got you on headphones, but I'm not sure about. There's not many people here. Are there too much background noise or what?
There's a lot,
A bit coming through.
I can hear you all right though.
Yeah, we can hear you, okay?
That's all right then. Right. It was either going to be, quick, dash home. And I looked at it, I thought, oh, bugger. Well, let's just try it and see if I can get connected from here. Because I'm in Verdi's, as you can see from my trendy backdrop.
That's a nice background, isn't it?
And actually, it's coming out reverse. So it must be...
Oh, yeah.
Because if I look at the window from here, it's backwards. So every time you take a selfie and you want to reverse it, otherwise the print is the wrong way around. But obviously it's reversed it.
True.
There we are then. So how's everybody?
Good. How are you?
Good. Fine.
Did I see a thing from Michael saying he might be on later? He was late coming home.
Yeah,
or something?
he was late coming home. Yeah, he'll be on in a bit. He'll be on now in a minute.
Oh no, over by there.
Over by there. Hey, hi man, how's it going?
Hey boys.
How's it going? Can you see better now?
Hello Morgan, how are we doing?
Are you doing the Jimmy Cliff biscuit?
Doing a what?
A Jimmy Cliff.
What's a Jimmy Cliff?
I can see clearly now.
All right, yeah.
It'll be a bright, sunshiny day.
Big dub reggae backbeat to it. He's still alive, by the way. Jimmy Cliff. He's 79.
Yeah. Wait, is it? Yeah, he did Wasting Away in Margaritaville, didn't he? Yeah.
But because there's a film out now, or is it a TV series, Bob Marley? Is it a
Film out, isn't it?
It's a what?
Film, I think.
Film, yeah. It should be interesting. I saw Bob Marley not long before he died in Cardiff football ground.
Really?
Yeah, it was about 19...
So cool.
Is he singing or playing football?
81. No, he was there with the Wailers, Pete Tosh and all the gang.
Wow, that's so cool.
And on the bill at the same time was Mark Bolan's wife's band. What were they called now? Gonzalez or something. And I met Mark Bolan in the bar because I was up there as a thing from the radio rep, and so we were in the backstage bar area. And Mark Bolan, he'd called it a day by then, and because the woman who was driving the car when he got killed was this black lady, what's her name now? But her band were playing that day with, on the same bill as Bob Marley. And it was only about a year or so later that that he died. I think it was a mini.
It's just making a comeback, wasn't he? Just started to release another track or something.
Yeah, some interesting, I think not before your times, but there's a site on Old History Swansea, and there's it's about old bands, and every now and then this guy puts up little clippings of a couple of venues, Dora's, the Pati, and Skewin Rugby Football Club, with bands like Supertramp, Gypsy.
Has he got clips?
Has he what?
Has he got clips?
Yeah, he's got clips of the posters that were shown in the newspaper.
All right, okay, he's got clip-ins, not video clips.
No, not video clips. Because it was a guy I used to do some work with early 70s, Phil Lawrence. He was from Swansea, and he and Mike Rees were always going at it to see who could get the biggest bands where. Phil Lawrence was the first one that broke the embargo on putting rock bands in the Brangwyn Hall. Because prior to that, the council always said, no, you
No,
can't come in here.
yeah,
The
right.
panels. But I think
I
the first
remember
one,
working with Phil Lawrence when he got us a couple of gigs with the Trappers, the
oh
Indie Girl
yeah.
Trappers. Yeah,
So I think the first gig was, I might have been the Groundhogs, but then not long after that, it was Black Sabbath supported by Yes,
yeah,
you know, and
no,
later on Queen supported,
yeah,
no, Mott the Hoople supported by
Oh.
Queen.
Queen, yeah.
I think they were all fill gigs, and then Mike Reese, my friend, he came in and he started putting the equivalent sizable bands on, and they run neck and neck. Yeah, so it's when you were there.
At that time, we used to get some really good bands in Swansea, didn't we?
Yeah,
Like,
I played with them. Bramwin
after,
Hall, Procol Harum, and I set my DJ gear up right at the back of the hall near the organ. I felt like Keith Emerson.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and this gig that, funnily enough, yesterday I was in the Austrian Hall with Michael talking Castle, and Phil's brother Hugh, who's a kind of a Castle guy. I said, "Oh, I saw he's digging out an old ticket of Phil's. It was the Patti Pavilion. The band with Atomic Rooster, and
oh well, I don't know.
and the drummer was Carl Palmer.
Yeah,
That was before Emerson, Lake and Palmer,
I saw
Oh,
Atomic Rooster down there somewhere. What's the patio? It was the brand one, was it?
the Patti was Atomic Rooster, and a
Yeah,
band
that's
from
right. Then I saw Atomic Rooster. Yeah.
and a band from Bridgend called Kimla Taz, and me on the ticket. I dug it out from somewhere. I think the first 3 or 4 years, I wasn't Plastic Sam. The whole thing was Sam's Plastic Sound Machine, and it got variously shortened or clipped to Sam's Disco or whatever.
Yeah.
So I
I
just,
don't. I remember I saw Atomic Rooster. I remember that, but I don't remember much anything else about it.
oh
It
well,
was a time. It was a sort of epoch. Where if you could remember it, you weren't really there, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
There's one scoop time relating to Carl Palmer, though. It was the Who were playing Swansea University about 1966, I reckon, and I was roadieing then for the Jets. That's Plum and Martin Ace. I was roadie. So that night they played up in the Glanmore Jazz Club. So straight away afterwards, we went down to the university, got in the stage door, and I was wandering around backstage, and I even put Pete Townsend's Union Jack coat on,
No.
But the amazing thing is, with drummers in mind that night, the support band were Chris Farlow and the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
So the drummer, a 15-year-old drummer, Carl Palmer, playing with
yeah.
Chris Farlow and the Thunderbirds. And that night, the Who, Pete Townsend and Keith Moon had a bit of an argy-bargy, and the drummer with the Who that night was a guy from the Pretty Things, Vince. What was his name now? Viv Prince, the drummer from the Pretty Things, and so Keith Moon didn't actually play that gig that night, So it was quite iconic that those two drummers that night, 1966 in the Swansea Uni, because the Uni was one of the main places where bands used to play.
Yeah.
The college had the clout with this.
I saw John Mayall in the college as well.
Yeah.
John Mayall was great. He had the bassist, the Bear from Canned Heat with him.
All right. And he,
A good one.
Ding 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 ding.
I'm going up a country, where do you want to go?
Yeah. They were at when I went to a concert, the precursor to Nebworth, Shepton Mallet sort of festival. And Canned Heat.
Yeah,
Canned Heat
right.
came on about 4 o'clock in the morning. And Led Zeppelin were they on that night? No, it was the following year, I think, Led Zeppelin. So Andrew, your eye then. So you said you'll have to wear glasses for driving. So I mean, can't you wangle a pair of like varifocals?
No, what he said was, hopefully, I won't have to wear glasses. So it's going to be the reverse. Whereas I had to put glasses on to find my socks and pants in the morning. I won't need. I shouldn't need to put them on to drive and do normal stuff, but I will need glasses to read.
To read out.
There's like this. Well, it's been like 3 months since I had no, not 3 months. No, I had the right one done on the 11th of December. So it's been like 2 months, 2.5 months. But I had to take my glasses off to read before. But that's what's been a bit of a pain because I had like one good eye and one bad eye. One bad one that I needed glasses for, and the other lens was bad for wanting to read.
Oh, yeah, that must have been confusing your brain a little bit, then.
Oh yeah,
this
it's been crazy because
I'm driving. No, I'm reading. No, I'm driving. I'm reading.
yeah,
Make you wear
It's like-
a patch.
I'm walking around like this, and people must be thinking that I'm pointing
Oh my
at
God.
them, but
Oh
I'm
my
not.
God.
It's
Oh
just
my God.
trying to recognise things.
One of me is Captain Jack Sparrow, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a bit
Hey
strange.
man, hey man.
But it's pretty good. I'm looking forward to a week's time. Hopefully, it should be all okay then.
Ah, you're going to be bionic vision, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll be able to see for miles.
Yeah, bloody hell.
The Who. The Who.
Another-
I can
that's
see
another
for
song.
miles and miles and. God, it's funny how the names of songs just leap in there.
Yeah, right. That's
I have this terrible little habit thing that when we're in the car and the kids are there, they'd say something. I said, "Oh, I remember a song about that," and I'd sing a few lines. Till the end, it used to drive them bonkers.
Yeah.
Then he played, a song would suddenly come to mind.
It's a good way to shut them up, Kev, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So, funny thing
What's
is,
going on,
I've been working with a couple of guys from the band last month or so on my own songs. We've been writing songs, between us. So I'm thinking of coming up with doing a night in the tavern in town. They do one night a week, and they call it alternative, like a pun on the tavern, where it's different sort of stuff. Because when I go out with my band, it's mostly covers and a couple of my own songs. But this would be totally originals. So that would be a case of oh, could you play something we know?
I found out when I was in Wales, South Wales, like you doing clubs, doing the working men's club circuit and all that, and the British Legions and all that. And God, if you didn't play anything they knew, if you started playing your own stuff, you're out after the first set,
Yeah. When I was working
harsh.
in
Oh yeah, no worries, huh?
when I was working in nightclubs, and usually one night a week in a nightclub, they'd have a live band, and I book all the bands. So sometimes people would come up to me asking for a gig, and they'd say something which they thought was really impressing me, because they said, "Because we play all our own stuff," and I went, "Worst thing you could have said, mate," I mean, because when people are out, they're chilling, they're loose, they're into familiarity, They don't know who's playing, they just turn up. I said, best thing you can do is if you've got about half a dozen of your own songs, do about 2 or 3 covers, get them on your side, do them really lick for lick, or your version of a song they'll know, and then slip in one of your own. And then a couple of more covers, and then one of your own, and you win them over that way, and they're more sympathetic. But if you just go in and say, right, these are our songs, they don't have any feel-good
Hey,
moment.
Primo. Oh, you got the photo of you and Biscuit,
Yeah, innit?
innit?
Where's that top rank?
Primo and Biscuit at the top rank.
It looks like I reckon it's a balcony.
I was going to show you that when I got it, yeah.
Some mullets there, isn't it?
Oh, bloody hell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, talking of
I reckon that's you, Biscuit. Your words are coming out. Hey, Primo, how do you fancy the blonde one on the right? I love the black-haired one.
No, he'll take the dark-haired one.
Yeah, that's what I said. You love the black-haired one. Oh,
That would be the thing in those days, isn't it? Yeah, the girls would all be dancing on the floor on their own, and then the guys would sort of hover around the outside, a bit like a cattle thing. And how about those two over there? And it would be the case of, yeah, but can I have that one? You know, you
can have a friend, all right? I don't like yours.
And then
I don't like yours.
So you go up and you just wander up close to them, and then you tap them on the shoulder, wouldn't you? Kind of, all right, and they turn and they'd look to your mate or whatever, and you could see the expression on the other girl's face, like, oh, I don't know what you mean, like, you know?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, but just have one then. They walk away.
Even worse, they'd say no, and then you have to walk away from them.
Oh.
Walk of shame.
Sad.
Yeah.
Look of shame.
Yeah, that was the kind of what they call it. The days of mass, you know, with a very sort of men. What's the anti-men thing? No, you know.
Feminist.
No, not where it's like a very unkosher to be, you know, guys in control as opposed to.
Misogynistic.
What's the word? What?
Misogynistic.
Yeah, maybe. If that's it. Yeah, maybe.
It's a good word anyway.
Not bad for a Sunday night, Mike.
No. Just got in from church, that's why.
You was watching this thing down at church, were you?
Yeah.
Having a good watch.
It is a shame they don't have things like that where people all go and meet young people like that, isn't it? No.
Morgan.
People go to pubs, but it's not the same.
Wait a minute, Morgan. Where are you now then?
Currently in Brittany.
Oh, you're in Brittany as well. You got a trendy little studio there. Look with the lights.
Yeah. My dad just sent me a whole bunch of lights. I set them up before coming on. Well, nice, yeah.
I thought Paul Henry was going to start playing.
The influences that you know.
Kind of like leaking through the screen.
But I'm saving this one for Sam. I've been saving it.
The star one. Oh, yeah, the jellyfish.
Hang about. It's just coming in from the side there.
Yeah.
Very disco. Oh, it should be.
Oh yeah, like that.
Got my rave out on, yeah.
Are you laughing at?
Yeah.
Oh, this.
Are you in the same room, you two?
No, we were the other day though.
Well, dude.
No.
We were, yeah.
Yeah.
All this
drove
week
me home
it's been
today.
two of us working on computers all day, all night.
Yeah.
Are you doing pizzas by computer now, Morgan?
You what?
Are you still doing your crepes?
Not yet. I have to
No,
wait for
right.
the course to be available.
All right.
But will be, yeah.
Yeah. You good? I was waiting for Dad's hand then to come into your screen. You know, you could reach across. You know? Split screens.
We did a little
So
video
what-
like that the other day.
Yeah. So, Michael, where's that? What year is that? It is Top Rank, is it? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I reckon it's 1979.
yeah, it looks about 70s. I would have been in Nutz then.
I would say a little bit earlier. Hang on.
There's a bit of a slade haircut going on there, sort of thing.
Yeah. Doing.
That looks like it's looking across the front of the stage.
Yeah, it is.
Some equipment there.
Can you see this?
It's where the dancing cage used to
Can
be.
you see that now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Oh yeah, that's the stage on the left-hand
It
side.
is. It's biscuit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. The fair oil jumper gives it away a bit on the
It's done
guy.
it, you know. You always had them sort of biscuit, didn't you, Biscuit? You had those jumpers, didn't you?
No, I didn't have those.
Yes, you did. And I bet it's
And the guy with his back to us, he looks like Tim Holmes.
I thought it was me at first.
Yeah, I was going to say, Colin, it looks a bit. You got your cool stance on.
Yeah, all in white, like, innit? You know, like Saturday Night Fever sort of thing.
That's it, yeah.
White,
You know that-
is it Wranglers or Levi's?
Oh, if you remember Randall and Hopkirk.
Yeah.
That looks a bit too early for me to be on the dance floor.
Yeah. What, too early time of night, you mean?
Yeah, you say, come on, let's go have a pint, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
There's nothing, there's nothing to see. Let's go have a beer.
Con, you know when you put that new I Live Langland header piece in, that lovely old picture of the road going down towards the lodge, and
Yeah.
and there are a couple of comments there. Somebody said, "God, what's that castle-looking building in the background?" And I felt like saying, "It's a castle." It's still there now. But on the same thread, people started putting pictures of a similar time, and there was one of the Langland Bay when it was demolished. You know, when it was starting to be knocked down, and the next shot along was it not prior to being knocked down, and there are two cars parked there.
Yeah, well,
And
I posted those up, Samuel, from my archives.
that's right. Yeah, so one of the cars I think was Tim Holmes's car, or Chris
really?
Parfitt's, you know, whatever, the Hillman.
Yeah.
Like two-tone Hillman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, Chris Parfitt is quite even though he's in Canada, he comes in and observes things, you know, of the Langland time.
I think he made a comment on that one as well. The first time I posted it up. But I haven't posted any old, because what I did was, you saw the one where I put the slip back.
Yeah.
And you got people asking, oh, it looks, you've added a slip. I said, no, I put the slip back. You know? Some people didn't even know there was a slip there.
Yeah, on that subject, various comments were coming up. People were sort of saying, "Oh, is it the parking tickets missing off the cars and all that stuff?"
Yeah.
And somebody, I only vaguely know, I've seen his name up now and then. He put a post, and it was something like, "Oh, why don't they remove all the cobbles, all the stones from the beach, make it a nice sandy beach, so we can? Nobody likes to walk in the sea and club your toe." I thought, serious? So I put a little poster saying, "Oh, no problem. I'll just have a word with the old man of the sea. I'll ask him to suck out all the stones. Simples. Job done."
Yeah.
Or I said, we could ask everybody visiting to take one stone home with them, and then we'd have it sorted. And then I said, but I think that's illegal. You're not supposed to take stones out of it. So he made a little quick reply to me, and it was like, whatever to me, and it said, once a CK, always a CK. I thought, but when I didn't get what a CK was, and the guy is Chris Moore.
It's Kylie.
No, not Chris Kylie.
Yeah.
Look, I think it was Chris. He posts Chris Osborne, because on that series of posts, he's made you. If you see that little series of posts there about the pebbles. So I didn't know. I thought, I'm not going to respond. He obviously doesn't like me, but I was going to repost to say, surely more than once. You know, once a CK, always a CK. So he obviously kind of knows me. But I was going to ask a question. CK? Question mark.
Yeah.
So
what is it? CK?
I don't know.
They have a cunt?
Well, that's the wrong. No, that would be CC. Wouldn't it?
BCC.
CC.
I got a picture if you call.
What you got, Kev?
There's a painting in 1800 and something of Rotherslade.
I got that one, yeah.
Is that one of the guy? Are you a famous artist? Is that the one
Well,
that?
I just got it in a local rag. It is in the
Nice one.
If you haven't got it,
Do a photocopy, do a scan of it, Kev, and post it.
I will do.
I'd like to see that.
Oh, you interrupted then, Sam.
No, that's all right. Dim Pro. I'll Google CK. I'll Google what's a CK.
Yeah.
Brace yourself.
You are?
I've never heard that
Brace
expression.
yourself.
Okay. Tell me the sentence again.
So, he made a one-liner comment back to me on my humour. I said about, oh, no problem, we'll ask the old man of the sea to suck all the pebbles away. And there we are, that'll be sorted, symbols. Like, as if it's a stupid thing to say, why don't they get rid of all the pobbles on the beach? You know, as if, oh, you could do that, you flick a switch, you know. So, but he replied to me then, is it almost as if he was saying, oh, smart ass, you know. And he said, oh, once a CK, always a CK.
Oh, cock.
CK.
Yeah.
Oh, you know. That's subtle, isn't it?
So mean.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Turn your knobhead, which
Hey,
is very
Sam,
one.
it fits, that's all.
I think you think
nice.
pure in dick, you know.
All right. Oh,
I think so.
I'll
You
tailor
should
my
have trolled
response
him,
to
Sam. You
him.
should have trolled him. Told him to fuck off.
I think Con's answer is better, though.
Clever. Clever. Everyone has to do their own beeping now, right?
Yeah.
Where are we at? On time.
Did he tell
Have you got beep?
Did he tell him I've heard? He just shut the fuck up, Sam.
Yeah, that's right. There's some ladies next to me. Actually, there's not that many around.
Open a megaphone.
Yeah. Special announcement, please. We're going live in 30 seconds. Can you all be quiet?
YouTube can hear you all the way.
Oh, what time do they close? I thought they closed today.
No, it's I think on a Sunday it's 9 o'clock. Monday to Thursday it's 7 in the evening, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday it's 9 o'clock. When in the summer they usually stay open till about 10. You know. Yeah, but that's about sort of.
I got one
You
for
can do
you as
what?
well, Mike. Hang on a second. I just want to get it up.
Go on.
A sec. Where's it gone?
I had a clever answer to that, but I can't say it.
Where are you gone? Ah, yeah.
Kip, when you run away, have you done those things for me?
Yeah, I have. There's a few questions I need to ask you. I'll bring you tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
You remember that one?
Who said it like that?
Oh, I remember
Arsenal.
that one.
Arsenal.
1968.
Last time Con got beat up, I reckon.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
With chased by a fucking mob of
FA
Arsenal
Cup
fans.
4th round.
Primo and myself were selling programs for that match, and the fans, the Arsenal fans, were just like the worst hooligans you could ever get. And I got surrounded by them, and they wanted to take my programs and my money. Well, they could have the programs, but I kept the money. In run, boy. But they're all flying kicks and everything. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, don't mess with them.
I threw mine under a parked car on the run. They didn't catch me or get my programs.
Oh, nice.
I just threw mine up in the air. I got, have the fuck off.
Distract them.
I came across that the other day. It made me think of that, Primo. It's really funny. It's good looking back on it, but it wasn't funny at the time. I thought we were going to get really done in there. Like,
It was the first time that I remember a group coming on en masse. There must have been sort of about 2,000 or 3,000 of them, all walking down at the same time.
Yeah.
They walked through the market, actually, and they ripped it apart.
Yeah, took it to pieces, didn't they?
Took what they wanted, you know, just picked things up and went.
Bit like us in Ilfracombe, really.
A bit like that. We were far more subtle.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they were right nasty buggers, weren't they?
Yeah. Sorry, the sound just came in. I've been watching Slammed. I don't know if you've seen that. Conibear.
No, what's that?
It's about the Wales rugby team and the Grand Slam in 78 and to 80.
What's the one with the France one? Grand Slam. That's a film about rugby thing.
Yeah.
That's not the same one, is it?
No, this one's Slammed. This is by, I think it's made by BBC Wales, I think. It's a good programme, huh?
Yeah, I've been watching that.
Since BBC and ITV have got savvy on what was happening with VPNs, I can't get ITV or BBC anymore.
Can't you?
They've
No.
cracked down on that.
They cracked right down on it.
I know.
YouTube.
I noticed yesterday that they split the coverage because the Wales Scotland game was on BBC, and then prior to that was it Italy and England was on ITV.
Yeah.
The game. Yeah.
I had to watch in French with the French commentator. I watched the French matches.
Yeah, that was
French
so weird.
They're so biased, man. They're so fucking biased. Oh, dis donc. Camembert.
Non, ma bébé,
Hello.
Played that for me.
It's a bit cheesy.
The first half was a bit dire, wasn't it? The second half, why is it? Tell me this now. Riddle me this then. Why is it that the Welsh team wake up in the second half?
Yeah, they activate their dragon power.
They must have had a serious chat when they went off half time.
I don't know, but it's always the same. They play
every time.
Very poorly. Very poorly. I'll choose my words.
Yeah,
but in the first half and the second half, they always come back, and they're always just they were like, another 5 minutes, and they would have had a try. That's for sure. Oh yeah, the Scots were looking done in, weren't they?
They were lucky with that last one, though. They were lucky with that last one when it went down on a guy's leg.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was flukily lucky that Scotland didn't get that extra one. That would
become the floor. Become the floor.
But the French commentary on that one, Sam, was brilliant. She says, "Oh, dis donc, tu as vu il prévoit ça. The Welsh player had actually seen the ball and he'd put his legs there."
Yeah.
Quel magnifique! Oh, what a magnificent guess by the Welsh player. They're fantastic, the Welsh people, blah, 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 blah. And the guy just got knocked down, like, and he was just sliding wherever he went,
Yeah. I'll leave the foot.
Luckily, his leg was underneath the ball, sort of thing. But no, in France, it was monumental,
Yeah. Because what was the French game now? France and who did they play?
Was it Ireland?
Ireland, yeah.
Ireland. That's right, and Ireland beat them.
Oh, they got stuffed, didn't they? They got stuffed.
It looks like from the Welsh team yesterday that it took you a while to focus in on who's who, because a lot of it, like Rhys Ahmed is gone, Dan Bigger, who's called it today.
It's a big change,
so I'm trying to focus on who's who.
Well, but like
even the guy with the even the guy with the semi dreads, he's not there now. But it looks like the new Dan Bigger is going to be that sort of gingery blonde haired guy who was all over the place, wasn't he? Doing was it Aaron something?
Did you also notice in the last couple of games of the Six Nations that mullets have come back into
you know what?
Mullets on it?
I don't think they know. Because that mullet has derived now, from the trendy new hairstyle that everybody and his dog is wearing because their mates are all wearing it. That's shaved at the sides, big beard, shaved at the sides, whatever, nothing on the top, and everybody's gone for it. But now it looks like when a guy is deciding, am I going to do this now because all my mates have done it, and he's got a solid wop of hair. Now somebody has told him, it's okay, you can shave the same line and leave the top bit long. So as you say, it's almost looking like a latter-day mullet now.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Hey, I've got friends. I've got friends to tell him.
At least half the players had mullets, man. I was mulleted out.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
I don't comment on hair ever. I've learned my lesson. I had to revert that. I cut mine down the middle and not down the sides.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Like a mad scientist.
I called it the cocoa cut.
I remember Coco, Billy Smarts, Coco the Clown.
But did you notice with them when they were interviewing Alan Wynne towards the end? He's had a serious haircut, but at least it looks really good on him, doesn't it? You know, it's just a short hairstyle. He hasn't gone along the lines of, oh, I'll have this shaved bit just here, and I'll leave that on the top and grow a beard, and it looks really nice on him.
I was a bit pissed off with that because they in the French coverage was when they were going to the interviews, they were just cutting out and going back to the studio, you know. Yeah, and bloody French.
So can we go back VPNs and you can no longer get them then, or what? Or they just don't work?
Got VPNs, but they don't accept now that if they detect the VPN, so they think you're suspicious and you're not in Britain, which is true, I suppose.
True, yeah.
It's been, but they just clamped down on it the end of last year. It was like wanted to watch some cricket.
You could buy a program though, Con. It gives you it just kept switching your VPN all the time.
Yeah, but they can detect it now. It doesn't matter if it's changing all the time. They can detect it. It's not coming from Britain. And even with even with my Brit, I put it on Britain. I put it on Manchester, London, Birmingham, Cardiff. I put it on all these places. No, nothing to do with it. You know.
Let me try a different VPN.
I've got a normal sort of anti-spy software stuff, and that says it's got a variable VPN, but obviously it doesn't work like you said, Con.
Yeah, well, I'll try it, but I haven't got much hope for it because it's there in black and white on the screen. You haven't got access to the BBC because you're not in Britain, basically.
You got an antivirus? You use an antivirus at all?
Yeah, I think so.
No, he's on his medication.
No, I've had my jabs, man. I've had my jabs. I'm all right.
Hey, I know they've got a detective there. They say, hey, he's not from here, you know. In fact, I did a little spy on you the other day. I went on Google Maps and I came up your street, Con, and I could see the view across the harbour or the bay or whatever it was, you know, or that line of your houses.
Nice, isn't it?
And I went up and down the road, you know.
Did you see my Welsh flag?
Well, I was trying to pin down yours, but every time I swept around, because you go up steps to yours.
Yeah.
I was in the right place anyway.
Can't miss it if you're seeing on Google Maps. Got a Welsh flag right up there.
Called stalking, Sam.
What?
That's called stalking.
Stalking, yeah. I got a stalker.
Yeah. So going back to this VPN thing, when you sort of go to Greece or Spain or anything, they always have all the British channels. How do they do this? It just
well, they pay for it.
Yeah. They don't pay for it. For example, the places I go, mate, I tell you, they don't pay. They don't even pay for wine.
They're a bit more technical savvy than me because I can't work it out at the moment. I tell you.
Yeah, but you know, whenever you go anywhere abroad, you can see any football match at all from this country there.
Yeah,
you know, particularly Spain and Greece. But
they all got Sky Sports and the equivalent, haven't they?
Yeah. But
so it's all on Sky, isn't it? It's all on Sky. You link to Sky and all that. I think it's probably not. They're probably not streaming ITN or BBC. They're streaming Sky Sports. Who are covering it?
When they go on and look on their program, their TV guide thing, they have like about 7,000 different channels there from every country.
Yeah, but every club, well, every major club now has got its own TV, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can get them there as well. Like when I was there,
not every game. There's only certain games that the Swans are televised on Sky or whatever. So
no, they televise it from elsewhere though.